We are off for the Balearics. We're going to Ibiza. I'm so excited. I've been waiting on this for so long. I mean, we haven't really found the Spanish south coast very pretty. There have been some pretty places like the Anchorage. We stayed this night, but it was also very rolly. So we're leaving a bit earlier than we expected because there is a decent weather window now. So yeah, we're off! We are pointing our boat to east and it's about 50 miles. So we'll probably be there by midnight. And we're gonna go to a place that's a little bit on the northwest side because we want to be protected from the swell that's still gonna be out here. And I think it's gonna be super pretty. I've seen some pictures. I'm so excited. And Gunnar was a bit worried because he's always worried when I'm excited.
As much as you are excited, you get sometimes very disappointed when it's not what you expected.
It makes very interesting video when you're onto the autopilot and keep your head down in the video. But now we're setting our course, and about 10 to 12 hours we'll be anchored. As soon as we rounded the outer rocks of the anchorage, a gentle swell appeared, and at the same time just enough wind to hoist the sails. But of course I was too excited to leave to remember to prepare our main before we left. Soon the mainland of Spain were distant shades of blue behind us, and before us we had the free horizon, something that always sets a bit of excitement for what's ahead. We have a pretty good sail. We are almost halfway there, and the wind is better than we predicted. So we have about 15 knots of winds and make about 5.5 to 6 knots of speed on the beam reach. Or sort of close hold beam reach, I'm not really sure. So it looks like we might be there before sunset, which would be awesome to actually see where we drop our anchor. So it's a lot easier to see so we didn't drop it on Posidonia. But it's a super nice sail at the moment, so we really enjoy being out on sea. Perfect day! Let's say we had a relaxed afternoon, and as the sun began to set, we approached the rocky coast of Ibiza. We almost made it before darkness, but almost doesn't count in those cases. We are anchored, and I think we could actually spot where the seagrass was. So I think we actually managed to drop our anchor on a sunny patch. We'll see tomorrow. Now it's pitch black. We just came in before the darkness was complete, but it was overall a very good sail here, and now I'm just gonna relax. You can already see this is a place for the rich and famous, I guess. There is a lot of really big boats. It's gonna be interesting to see them in the morning. Big difference from the places we've been before, where it's a lot of small day cruisers and they disappear when the sun goes down and it's just a few yachts left. Here it's packed with boats. Good morning and welcome to Ibiza. We had a very good sleep until the wind picked up and it became a bit messy in the anchorage. It's some night drama. It came a really big wind gust, and I think it's about 25 boats in the anchorage, maybe more, and at least 5 or 6 of them have re-anchored now. So we've been up and watching, but I think we're not dragging. So now we're gonna go back to have some more sleep. I think it's almost 4 in the morning. But then we had a really good sleep again. Gunnar is still sleeping, but I just wanted to see how things looks. It's still a little bit of morning mist and a lot of boats are taking off from here. So I think we're gonna have a little bit more space. And there's also a very nice, I'm gonna show you a very nice dinghy dock for once. So I think you can see like over there, it's actually a dock where you are allowed to take your dinghies. So I hope we can get ashore. I don't want to wake Gunnar up, but I'm really eager and I can't put Tilda in myself. But I took the chance to wash my hair a little bit, and I'm gonna prep some breakfast, and I think he's gonna come up once he smells the coffee. It's coffee!
No reaction, but a few hours later.
We discovered it was not very easy to actually leave the dinghy. You can only go in and let people off, and since we want to go to shore, both of us, there was some sort of taxi boat running on tip only. I think we tipped too little. He looked disappointed, but we can tell this is a luxury place. It's not really our place, but I mean, look at the sun chairs. It looks like a hotel room on the beach. But we're gonna have a little look and probably see if we can exchange some money so we can tip him a little better on the way back. So he wants to drive us.
The whole beach is occupied by an enormous beach club, but since we've been on the boat the entire day before, we decided to see Ibiza by foot.
You don't have to get very far out from the beach area to get a little bit more alone. We just got to the rural side of Ibiza, I think, but we've seen a little bit of it, like the fruit plantations and stuff like that, so we're walking back to the beach. We gave in to the beach club anyway. Normally I don't really like to support those super expensive touristy places, but there is no other place, and the beers look good.
Såg riktigt gött ut. Good. Salty and nice.
We were thinking about taking Tilda to try and find this grotto or cave that we could see from land yesterday, but it started to come some wind, so we don't think it's a very smart idea because the waves are pushing into that side of the rocks now. So instead we're going to take the opportunity to actually sail a bit south from here, and I think today we're going to find this true paradise place here in Ibiza. So I'm really excited. It's not bad where we've been now, but it's not really turquoise in the water. I think it's not very far, maybe like 10 miles. So by lunch we should be there. Super shallow part in the middle of nowhere. You can see it goes from dark to turquoise. Like you can see the bottom so clearly. It's a bit nervous, but it should be fine. Now it's 4 meters again.
We headed off for Cala de Hort to see if we could have some good snorkeling. We found the perfect spot in a pretty cove, and the water looked just as I had longed for.
It's a small amount of fishes. Oh my god, this is the best swim this entire year. Oh, this is nice. Look at the view.
Except for the need of an immediate swim, the first thing we normally do is to check on our anchor.
Good swim?
Yeah. It's always good to check on the anchor.
It was a bit hard. Couldn't really see the chain all the way to the anchor.
And it spins, the wind spins here in the bay. So the boats are pulling in all kinds of directions and makes it difficult.
Yeah, our anchor hasn't dug in yet because normally we go in reverse to make it stuck, but since the wind was spinning around we didn't want to get it stuck in the wrong direction, so we just left it for now and we're gonna do it later. But it's plenty of space this far. It's very clear, the water, but it's not a lot of fishes. I think we need to go closer to the shore to find something more to look at.
We set off with Tilda to see if we could find something more interesting. The snorkeling wasn't awesome, but the place itself was indeed, and I hope you liked it too. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to support the making of those episodes, you can always buy me a coffee or become a Patreon at the links below.